So my mom, she's Lebanese, and my dad, he's a white person, which makes me a white person. With an Arab first name and an Arab amount of body hair. But I did have this experience growing up that I'm sure all of you will remember from when you were a white child with a brown mother. Yeah. Growing up, a lot of people thought that my mom was my nanny, which is very messed up, right? Because I spent my whole childhood thinking we could afford a nanny. I thought we were in a completely different tax bracket than we were really in. I didn't really know what a rich person was until college. I was just like going to my little public high school classes in DC like, oh, Stephanie, didn't you know some rich people work at Papa John's? Where are you summering? So I'm kind of a hypochondriac. I learned this about myself recently because a male friend of mine told me about his experience with hemorrhoids, and then I spent a full month thinking that I had hemorrhoids. Hey, wouldn't you know if you had hemorrhoids? Well, here's the fact about me. I've had anxiety for my whole life, and for the first 20 years, I had no idea. I thought we were all just panicking all the time, you know? So anything could be possible. Maybe I've had hemorrhoids my entire life, and I just don't know what sitting feels like. Because anything could be possible. Okay, look, here's the thing. I'm not actually up here on this stage to, like, judge women or their sexual choices. However, if you have pierced nipples and you didn't go through a really serious slutty phase, that is cultural appropriation. You are appropriating hoe culture. I might have an upper thigh tattoo, but I fucking earned it. Okay? Fucking earned that shit. I did go on a first date recently, thank you. I went on a first date recently, and it went super well. I just don't know how to break it to him that I'm not Jewish. You know? Because I do a lot of, like, Jewish things. I have very luxurious curly hair. I am dangerously close to my mother, and I do control the weather. But for me, all of those are like secular activities, you know? Not religious. I'm actually Catholic, you know, I'm Catholic because my mom is, because that's how that works. Just like how I'm a fucking thought because my mom is, because that's how that works. I have a lot of really depressed friends. They're always telling me how much they want to die. And yet they still get mad at me when I make a left turn out of the right lane. One of us is fake. Alright? It's not... You know, I've got a similar problem with my therapist where I just don't know how to break it to her that I'm not anorexic. Yeah, that's not the problem, I promise you. But here's the difference between the first date and... I can't ghost my therapist if this doesn't work out, you know? So I try to talk about food, I try to slip it in, but when you're my size, the more you talk about food, the more anorexic you sound, you know? Like me talking about food, I sound like a thinly closeted gay man, you know? Oh my god, I just love it. Oh, you know what I love even more? Eating out. I do it all the time. Yeah, with girls. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, I've never been cheated on. Thank you. But recently, my eyebrow tech of 3 years fucked up. So I do think I understand that level of betrayal. I have male roommates. It's very disgusting. I used to live with women. The grossest thing that happened when I lived with a woman, one time she cried at the movie Charlie's Angels. Now there's just cum in my toilet sometimes. It's very gross. I called my friend to complain about this, and she says to me, she's like, hey Kattoo, how are you so sure that that was cum? And not like spit or conditioner. And I'm like, oh, how am I so sure? Maybe the same reason why I keep baby wipes in my nightstand and have an upper thigh tattoo. Because my mom was a thought too, and that's how it works. You guys have been great. Give it up for me.